looks like. All right, let me make sure the audio is good, man. Boy, this was a time trying to get this thing situated. Good grief. All right, let's see. They say wait for it. All right, we are good finally. Y'all, this is probably the second or third time that I've tried OBS Studio. So, yeah, y'all just got to bear with me, man. Anywho, so today we have a video about Deontay Wilder. Um, Deontay Wilder used to be the heavyweight champion of the world. It was between him and like Anthony Joshua, uh, that were like the number one contenders at the time, and then somebody came out of retirement and kicked his tail about 3 times. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Anyway, so Deontay Wilder is now going on podcasts and he's speaking about his life and his relationships. Now, it's this entire video is crazy, man. Y'all can go and check it out. I'll try to leave a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check it out. But he's on here talking about how his brother robbed him.
Mm.
Yeah, man, and how his ex took advantage of him and all this other stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump into the video and and see what he's talking about. You got anything that you wanna get out before we get started?
Yeah, he's not by himself today.
Yeah. We got backup, cuz coming around the corner like SpongeBob.
Oh, wow.
All right, let's get it.
And then him and one of my kids' mother. You know what I'm saying? My ex stole over $400,000 from me.
400?
What? Over $400,000 from me. She killed one of my childs because she couldn't get child support in the state that she was in. They had a cap on it, so she wanted to move to California.
Oh,
See, that's
man.
where all the girls go
That's
to.
what, yeah, California
Because
got
them
the
lawyers
laws
out there
that-
waiting on them, and the laws is a woman is innocent until proven guilty, and a man is guilty until proven innocent. Good luck. And don't have no money because they're gonna extort you.
Yeah.
You understand me? Judges and lawyers knowing each other and all that, and I'm telling you, and these.
Now hold on, wait. Did he say something about the child expired because of this?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Wow. Okay, we gonna listen a little bit more. I'm
These time motherfuckers freaking out here. They probably having sex with each other and shit and coming on and hitting your cage down. You know what I mean? I done been through so much, bro. And to go through that and to have somebody that you done taken care of for years, she was a person that lost her job she'd tell everybody she was a CPA, but you was a CNA, a certified nurse assistant. That's the lowest of the low in the hospital if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But you want to tell people you certain things because you want to look a certain part that you really not. You know what I'm saying? And now you lose your job as that. You can't even wipe ass right. You done lost your job wiping somebody's ass because you ain't even wipe.
man, chill. Hold on, bro.
Right. He still stink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now you lose your job, you finna become homeless, and you got 2 people you taking care of. So I end up getting her and moving her with me.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And helped her out and all that stuff. And this is how you repay me.
Damn.
I took the role of being your son father, not just a daddy, but a father.
Right.
I went in so hard, bro. I went in.
Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute now. Now, when we started off with this thing, I thought he was saying something about, his ex or the mother of his children. So he went and became a step crash dummy.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm all for helping people when they're down and out and all this other stuff, man. But it's certain things that I would not recommend men that have a lot of money do. Most of the time, it's gonna be a bad investment. And brother, man, listen, I done heard stories. We all have heard stories about them CNAs. Have you?
Not really. I just know that there's not a um, positive, outlook on, especially female CNAs.
Yeah. Dudes too. I mean, they gotta get that thing up to somebody.
Oh.
But they said that they not only be sleeping with those guys, but they be sleeping with the patients.
Mm.
They off the chain, boy. They are. That's what I heard. I mean, I don't know. Listen, I ain't never partaked in any of that stuff, but that's just some of the stuff that I heard. You got to be what? I don't understand. Like these type of guys that's making this type of money. Why in the world do you want to be Captain Save a Hoe, bro? How the hell? How the hell did she even get in the same room as you?
I ain't gonna hold you. That's what I was thinking too. Like, what kind of female did he come across? 'Cause I'm like, she don't sound like anything. She don't sound clean.
Right, I'm about to look her up. I want to see what she look like now. We got to see what the ex look like.
Like, and then like you said, for someone to lose their job as a CNA.
Crazy. She said she was a CPA. CPA. Certified public accountant. Wait, that ain't nowhere near the same. My bad. Yo, that ain't nowhere near the same thing. How you get an accountant? He did say CPA, right?
Yeah.
Certified public accountant. That's crazy. I'm gonna try to pull up his ex, y'all, and we gonna see if we can.
So hard, cause I went in so hard to the point where I put them on my wheel. I had a meeting with my kids. I said, how y'all feel if I scoot y'all over? I scoot over a little slide and let somebody else get a little bit up.
Yeah.
And you know, my kids are amazing. They're my best friends. And they was down with it. So I moved a little space over and added her son in on my motherfucking wing. You ain't even my son for real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Damn.
Oh,
That's
you
to take
took
a
him
toll.
out.
I put it.
Man, hold on, bro. This is getting worse by the doggone second. If y'all want to watch this entire video without me pausing, please go on and check over the Cigar Talk, man. He was just on there not too long ago. Y'all feel free. I'm bugging out right now. I cannot believe that we got men out here that's making millions of dollars that are out here simping this bad. You done put another person's child in your wheel. You gonna scooch over. Let me scooch y'all on over real quick and put this, man, boy, ain't no way. It's always gonna be a bad freaking deal. That's why you don't do stuff like this, brother. Were they married?
That's what. No, it don't sound like it.
And when he first hit the scene, I could have sworn that he was still with the woman that he had been with for a while. So, brother, you couldn't have been with this chick too doggone long. Man, that head game must have been fire. For real. That must have been.
I put her in my wheel as well too.
Yeah.
You was just my girlfriend. You ain't even my wife.
I hope that still ain't dead now.
Yeah, man.
I hope
man.
that still ain't.
One time the dude told me. One time the son said, "You ain't my daddy." Now that's one thing you don't say to a man
Right.
that ain't your daddy. Don't
Right.
remind him that you
Yeah.
ain't his daddy. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? Don't remind me that.
I know that, but you ain't got
Right.
to.
I done fed you,
Right.
took you on all these trips, giving you a beautiful life.
Yeah.
I ain't your daddy. I put you on my wheel.
I mean,
Bro,
you're not.
when he did that, bro, I ran to my lawyer to try to get that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was finna have a heart attack.
Right.
Seriously.
That's
you know what I
crazy.
mean?
You
So
know,
I've been
damn.
through a lot, bro.
It sounds like a lot to just be the guy.
Man, hold on, bro. Oh, I can't even digest this, man. This is. I ain't gonna lie. I signed up for. I ain't signed up for this, man. I really didn't. This dude. Listen, I knew Deontay Wilder was a little bit thrown, from the interviews. To this day. I want to make sure I plug that in a little bit. But I did not realize that he was this far gone, bro. Like, weren't we just having a similar conversation about how no matter how much money you get, women or people are gonna still be able to sniff and see through all of that BS? You don't remember? Don't worry. I just posted a video not too long ago, but y'all can go and go check that out. But I was literally just talking about this the other day. How no matter how much money, it was about a video about Ashton Hall, and you got men out here that make all of this doggone money, and I was asking myself, why in the world are these guys still single? Why is it hard for them to find and keep a young lady. And like I said, no matter how much money you get, no matter how much money you try to throw at somebody, taking them on trips, buying them these nice cars, clothes, putting them in your damn wheel is crazy, boy. It still is not going to change who those people are. And I'm pretty sure you knew going into the situation that her damn child was probably bad as hell. Bad than a mother, and you still had the nerve to put that little mother in your wheel, bro. Listen, this right here is all on him. This was a mistake by him, man. He need to look himself in the mirror. He need to take accountability. All wrong, brother. All wrong. Hey, you can't say it, brothers like this. What are your thoughts on this on this simp of the year, man? Hey, listen, I'm gonna be doing like a little award ceremony, right? Simp of the year, Deontay. Hey, you up there, brother? You are up there. I got a couple of more that we gonna put on that doggone Mount Rushmore in 2026, and I'm telling you, hey, it looking like you taking the cake to put a child and a 304 CNA in your wheel. It's crazy, man. I'm upset right now, boy. Good, I'm upset for you. You talking about having a heart? You done did that to yourself, dog. You most certainly have. I'm gonna try to pull. I want to see what this young lady out look like, man, for real. But yeah, you can go ahead and chime on real quick. I'm gonna see if I can find his ex.
I honestly I don't have any words to say for real. Um, man, that it is crazy. I mean, it is crazy because he's, he's doing a lot for this situation. This female, the girl, the kid, and like he said, this ain't even his wife. This is a girlfriend, and I'm sure, like you said, he was with his other female for a while. So I feel like whoever she is, she wasn't even in the scene that long, and for him to, I don't even want to say go out his way, but it's like
He damn so did. He damn so did.
I mean, like, go out his way and be on by doing the will part,
Captain Saberho.
moving them in.
Can y'all see that? I would try to send it to my laptop. That's what she looked like. Yeah, she looked just like all the rest of them doggone little IG models that dudes be going crazy. Listen, man, this is basic, bro. This is basic all the damn way, man. They look like the damn 304 starter pack. And with them damn corporate ventures. Man, listen, bro, you gotta make sure that you vet these chicks correct, especially if you got bread. You have money. You have influence, bro. You used to be the heavyweight champion of the world. You had a lot of people that looked up to you. So many doggone sponsors. It's so much money you could have possibly made. But yeah, you definitely fumbling the bag with this, man. His kids, yeah, you damn right, they cool as hell. Cause I've been like, Pops, listen, it's your money. You know, I understand you gonna leave us something, but you do what you want to do at the end of the day. But if you asking me, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. Hell no.
And it's not because I'm greedy.
Right.
You better do like some of them other folks. Hey, you got the money? There's private investigators, detectives. Check the
Instagram.
Yes, all of that stuff. I say put that money towards that to figure out what type of person she is beforehand. And then if you want to continue even after finding out all that, then again, that is on him. But I feel like there's so many other ways where people can avoid this type of stuff because it just, especially if their life is
like
in
this.
the media, like this. Even I feel like even if she wasn't an Instagram model, somebody that I don't know if she is, but she do look like one. Like
she look like starter pack.
But even if she isn't like that, there's still ways to figure out her character.
Absolutely.
Like her community, where she from, what high school she went to. Like you can just talk to some close friends. Have some some way to kind of get a a sense of who she is deep down
Yeah.
instead of deep down.
Let me tell you something, man. I can look at this mug and tell, bro. I can look. You can. We ain't even got to do no mother loving research. I'm telling you right, mother loving now. No, this is a mistake. If you're just trying to get your rock star player, by all means. What they said on Coming to America, soak your royal oats or something like that.
Yeah.
If that's what you're trying to do, hey, by all means, make it do what it do, fam. But taking this chick, and I ain't even gonna go check out that dog on Instagram because I know that thing probably crazy. Probably got booty pictures all over the doggone place, man. But how this young lady presents herself, I've only seen 2 damn pictures. And she got most of her damn cleavage. I'm sorry, but that's a doggone telltale sign right there. And he still made the decision. You can't get mad at nobody but yourself. Listen, I'm always gonna be big on accountability. And brother, you F this up yourself. You can't blame nobody but you, the person in the mirror. And this dude like somebody's uncle. He ain't gonna help him out. He like one of them, happy wife, happy life type of people, man. We gonna let it play through a little bit more, but I think that's pretty
It
much.
is.
You, the heavyweight champion, you're the guy, and all of this. It's crazy because I wrote this the other day on my Twitter. I said, we as boxing fans, OD.
Yeah, so you talking about some other stuff. Nah. He should have told him, listen, brother, you are so far away from where you supposed to be, man. Damn. It's a good thing you didn't got out that situation, but guys like this end up going right back. It's just gonna be the same type of personality, just a slightly different face. Her hair might just be a little bit longer. Or the weave, the bust down, or whatever they call it, might just be a little bit longer. But he gonna end up being somebody else's sucker, man. He probably should have stayed with the chick that he was with. The young lady that he had his child with, that first baby mama, whatever you want to call it, that's probably the young lady that he should have stayed with. I don't know what happened between them two. I would love to look that up because it seemed like, now, she wasn't in the best shape. You know what I mean? Which, I don't know, maybe he could have worked. My bad. Maybe he could have worked with her or something, man. Like, work with her to try to help her out or something like that. I don't know what her attitude was or whatever, but yeah, man, the pickings is slim, brother. The pickings is slim, man. If you got somebody that's really been riding with you this entire time while you on a doggone incline, the worst thing you can do is drop that mofo and go pick up something that probably got way more miles. She already done had a child by somebody else. I'm just saying. Probably got way more miles. That's probably what it was. She probably already in the industry. Being a CNA and CPA and all the rest of these other jobs she got. But y'all let me know, man. What do you guys think down in the comments about this situation, man? I always think, that men need to be extremely careful about, who they decide to lay down with. Especially when you start to add layers onto that thing. This guy used to be the heavyweight champion of the world. Well in the media. I mean, people don't really see him as being the intelligent guy. So you got a lot of people that are going to be looking at him as a damn paycheck. Somebody that they can take advantage of. And luckily, he didn't get married to this young lady. He said something about child support, too.
It sounded like that was a different female.
Oh, damn. Well, ain't no helping this brother, man. Bless his heart. But yeah, y'all let me know what you guys think down in the comments, man. We can talk about it. All right, we're going to get on to the next topic of discussion while we're talking about Mr. Panda Bears here. we got
What is all this?
I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know. I don't even know what this guy's name is. I actually seen this on MTR's video, and I know that he's been on YouTube or he's been a social media influencer for a while, and he actually gets a lot of, I would say, pretty decent reviews from women saying that he's a decent guy. From what I've heard, I can't even remember what this guy's name is. But anyway, this is the Dead A. I don't curse. Dead A podcast. season 4, episode 2. They're talking about monogamy. I thought this was very, very interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Are you familiar with this guy? Do you know what his name is?
But I think he's been on one of them reality shows.
Oh, he was on the. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
Just down like the leaky boobs. I didn't think it was sexy. Swollen vagina now. All right, for obvious reasons, you guys know why I would think that's sexy. It's very lubricated down there. Okay. In any event, I am not allowed, based on our marriage laws and the contract we signed with each other,
Right.
to have sex with anybody else.
Right.
So these urges that come, I have to share them with the one person I decide to spend the rest of my life with.
Right.
So that brings me back to my soundbite.
Okay.
Right. I don't understand, and this is what we.
Oh, wait. Before he gets into all this, I need to go do something real quick. You want to go ahead and we'll jump into it. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me. So you guys, we're gonna play it over. I just need to go do something really quick. Hold on, brother.
Based on our marriage laws and the contract we signed with each other,
Right.
to have sex with anybody else.
Right.
So these urges that come, I have to share them with the one person I decide to spend the rest of my life with.
Right.
So that brings me back to my soundbite.
Okay.
Right. I don't understand, and this is what we can discuss. As a woman, because I don't want to say it's a man versus woman thing, but a lot of women do complain, oh, my husband's always on me. Why is he always on me? If sex is going to be a chore for you that you don't really want to do, why do women constantly push monogamy on men? If you know that you don't want to have to deal with him all the time just wanting you,
Good question.
why do you push monogamy on men?
Well, who's to say I pushed anything on anybody? Like,
Well, we
if
know
two
that you pushed
people-
monogamy on me.
I pushed monogamy. I forced you to get married to me?
Let's pause right there. Here's the first thing. Now, he asked a very clear question. What was his question? All right. If a woman knows that she's not going to want to be as sexually active with her soon-to-be husband throughout the entirety of their life, why would she want him to be monogamous? Now, let me also touch on this real quick. This whole sex drive thing, I think he's speaking about it from his own position. His own position is that he has a wife that's apparently not as sexually driven as what he is, right? So he's asking that question to her, and then she interprets it as, I forced you to get married? That wasn't the question at all, right? Let's move on.
Time out. I didn't say you forced me to get married, but did you not say to me that you wanted to be engaged and you wanted to be married before you lived with me? You didn't say that?
I want $1 billion. That don't mean I'm going to get it. I
But-
can want
but I'm
something,
asking-
but not.
You right now.
This is gaslighting 101. Okay? What's happening here is he's asking, did you not tell me that this is what you required to get married to me, to be monogamous? And instead of answering yes or no, or up or down, or left or right, like well, what if I had $1 million? Like, it don't mean that I'm gonna be able to, right? So like, it's not a clear answer to something that he's asking in a very easy way.
Ooh, we are cooking on this rainy day. Let's bring all.
So, I mean, it is a fair question for him to ask. So, if you know that your husband is a sexually driven male, and women tend to be monogamous, then why is it an issue for him to want you, but you ask for monogamy even though you don't really want to have intercourse with your man? Like, It is kind of funny how she's trying to change, almost trying to change the subject, but well, she's trying to change the subject and she's not trying to answer the question. And I feel like she don't really have an answer to her question. Well, to his question about um wanting monogamy but don't want her man sexually. So that's kind of a weird thing to come across.
And asked a very, very good question. And guys, there is a longer form video that I would absolutely love to dive in. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to dive into it. Just comment down below and we'll do a full reaction video to the entire thing. But he was basically just saying, like, listen, you have a lot of young ladies out there that want monogamy, right? And then you have these guys out here. Most of the time, it's like these high performer guys, right? These guys that probably are being pursued by a lot of women. You want monogamy from a guy, but are you willing to give up the goods every time that man wants it? Like, you gotta understand, like, there are pros and cons to everything. In life, everything is about give and take. You got to give a little bit before you take or you demand something. If you want monogamy, just my personal belief, right? Those young ladies that are out there asking for a guy, for those that, some people out there, for those women out there that want a man, a decent looking guy, that want a man to just be solely committed to her, I think that these young ladies that are asking for this or aren't giving up the goods, I'm talking about on the regular. Listen, if you're not giving it up to your man at least 2 to 3 times per week, do not ask for monogamy. It doesn't make any freaking sense. I want you to hear this again, ladies. Listen, if you are not giving it up 2 to 3 times per week, and yes, we can go ahead and throw in a little, little sloppy toppy or whatnot. We can add that to the bunch. If you're not giving that up, or something else, 2 to 3 times per week, I don't think that you should be asking for monogamy. Realistically, it's just so crazy to me.
All right. So let's go ahead and get back to it. Y'all had to listen. I'm meal prepping, and I had to make sure that my meat was cooked and seasoned all the way. You know what I mean? I ain't wanna turn it up and risk my meat not being cooked, man. So yeah, that's what I had to do. All right, we're gonna jump back into it, man, and then I guess we'll go from there. Let me see. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn leaky boobs again. Not that much.
Otherness. Parents are often faced
Bruh.
with two.
Hold on.
And shit. You thought that shit was sexy.
Right.
And to me, there was absolutely nothing sexy about that. Like, I was like, yo, I had a baby in me. I got a baby on me. Like, somebody's always touching me. So I had my phases where it was very different.
Let's just dial it back. The leaky boobs, I ain't think it was sexy. Swollen vagina now. All right. For obvious reasons, you guys know why I would think that's sexy. It's very lubricated down there. Okay. In any event, I am not allowed, based on our marriage laws and the contract we signed with each other,
Right.
to have sex with anybody else.
Right.
So these urges that come, I have to share them with the one person I decide to spend the rest of my life with.
Right.
So that brings me back to my soundbite.
Okay.
Right. I don't understand, and this is what we can discuss. As a woman, because I don't want to say it's a man versus woman thing, but a lot of women do complain, oh, my husband's always on me. Why is he always on me? If sex is going to be a chore for you that you don't really want to do, why do women constantly push monogamy on men? If you know that you don't want to have to deal with him all the time just wanting you, why do you push monogamy on that?
Well, who's to say I pushed anything on anybody? Like,
Well, we know
two
that you pushed
people-
monogamy on me.
I pushed monogamy.
Oh, before she get all defensive and get in her damn feelings, I think that was a pretty good question that he asked. Now, I didn't know what the hell was going on when they started talking about leaky boobs and all. What the hell?
I think she was pregnant.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the story was she had a baby in her and a baby on her, so
Yeah.
it's more of like, yeah, it's leaking milk.
Okay. So we gonna I don't give a damn about all that other stuff, but I think that he asked a very, very good question when he started talking about like monogamy, right? And as we heard, it kind of sounded like she pushed monogamy on him, which you're a grown ass man. You know, people can present something to you and you can take it or you can leave it. It's completely up to you. So I don't really believe in that, pushed it on me crap. You know what I mean? You got a choice. You didn't put no doggone gun to your head and force you to marry her, force you to be with her or whatever. But what are your thoughts on that question that he just asked? Because I think that it's a really, really good question to ask women because I think that, most women want monogamy.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking of how to answer the question for a little while, and I'm trying to think besides like certain situations. One is like she said, like when she's, when we're pregnant or stuff like that, just overstimulated in that aspect.
Well, no, not that. I'm because every
Um,
every woman can't have children, so I'm just like a broad question, right? Why do most
yeah.
women push monogamy on men? If
Well, what's coming to mind is the competition thing.
break that down, what you mean?
I'm trying to.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm trying to. I feel like we're always in competition either with each other. Yeah, women. We don't. I would say this. We don't. I feel like women don't get along with each other.
Okay.
Like we tolerate each other, and we're always seeing each other as competition.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna stay in this realm. We won our prize.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to share it.
Understandable. Okay.
So, basically after tussling, scuffling, not literally. Some females.
Yeah, come on,
But
oh, both.
but after doing all of that, like you don't want to have to want to share what you on a good note, quote unquote, worked and trained hard for.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why women push monogamy in that aspect.
I don't think nothing wrong with that. I think that the issue is the second part or the first part what he said before, right? If you're gonna push monogamy, then when you get something you have to work to keep that.
Mm-hmm.
So just because, you know what I mean, even if it's figuratively, you done fought to get in that spot, you do realize you have to fight to stay in that spot.
Mm-hmm.
So what he's asking is why in the world is she, or I don't want to say her because I don't know this young lady personally, but why do women push monogamy if they're not going to make sure that that man's needs are being met
and maintained?
Yeah, maintained. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, that's a question. Yeah. If we got some women in the audience, I mean, y'all feel free to chime in as well. It's a great question, man. It's a great question.
It is a great question. I don't think because if putting it in that aspect, women don't think past that point. I got him. He should be happy with what he got. Most of the mindset of some of these women is I got him. I did what I needed to do to get them. They don't really think past that aspect or whatever. Just like with some other topics. Yeah, I just think too they don't really think past that aspect of having to maintain. Just like if you were to lose weight, you have to maintain that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if you sobriety, you have to maintain that, or
work to get in, work to stay in.
Yeah. Doing a job, you have to maintain that quota or that customer service satisfaction. You have to maintain that just to keep a high morale in the relationship. So
Maintain that client.
mhm.
That's what it is. I'm gonna let it play through because I got some questions.
I forced you to get married to me?
Time out.
She getting
I didn't
that
say
up.
you forced me to get married, but did you not say to me that you wanted to be engaged and you wanted to be married before you lived with me? You didn't say
I
that?
want $1 billion. That don't mean I'm gonna get it. I
But-
can want
but I'm
something,
asking-
but not.
Answer the
You
question.
right now you're dodging the question.
Nobody pressed you to do it. Yes, is that something I wanted? Yes, it was. But
You didn't impress me. Are you gonna lie now
So
to
you're
the
gonna
people
say-
because we talking about sex?
Deval,
You're gonna
Deval.
lie now to the people?
DeVal,
DeVal.
knowing
Come in, you didn't want monogamy?
Of course I did.
So then why are you avoiding the question?
That's not avoiding the question. I'm saying, does that mean because I wanted and I requested that you were going to deliver it? Like, nobody pressed you for that.
Time out. You just said you wanted it and requested it. Do you not hear yourself?
Now listen, two things can be true at the same time. She absolutely did press, and I'm pretty sure by her demeanor and everything, she probably did press him on that. But at the end of the day, fam, you are a grown man. You can take it or leave it. If somebody puts something on the table and that's not something that you're willing to accept, you can walk the hell away. You don't have to stay. I mean, you got a choice, man.
Can make a request. Is the request going to be granted?
Am I
That's
not?
up to
Am I?
you, bro.
Am I not granting you monogamy?
Nah, bro.
You are granting it to
So
me.
this is my question.
Look
This is
at
my
me
question.
always. Look at your boy. Look at your boy.
This is my question. If you wanted monogamy,
Okay.
why would you want monogamy if sex is a chore for you? That's the question. You're avoiding the
I'm
question.
not avoiding the question, but at first you said,
Answer the question, bro. Answer the question. He just gave you the question. Answer that mofo. Boy, I tell you what, this mother, good grief, boy, she's skating all around that mother today, boy. Nope, dodging that thing.
women or in general me specifically are pushing monogamy on somebody. Okay, yes, that's something that I wanted, but I didn't press you for it and be like, "Deval, I'm gonna hold a gun to
Time
your
out.
head to propose to me."
Time out. Do women-
Also, let me finish. Also, I don't feel like I was adequately prepared for marriage. And I've said that before because if I knew that marriage and monogamy was going to involve me trying to meet you where you were at sexually for years to come, then I probably would have reevaluated if I wanted to be monogamous anyway.
So that's fair, but we're not even talking about marriage. Let's even talk about dating, right?
Okay.
Two people are dating. Typically in society, who asks for exclusivity first, a woman or a man?
I would say a woman.
Thank you. That was my whole point. See, you were going all over the place. If women typically ask for exclusivity first, then when they get exclusivity, say, he always on me, he always want to have sex. Why are we asking men for exclusivity if we do not want to participate in sex at the same level as men? We have to think about what that does to a
I hear
man,
that.
and I don't think that conversation is being had.
Okay.
Facts. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause it right there, man, because she gonna jump in and out like she playing damn. What is that thing called? Yeah, double dutch, man. She been double dutching like hell, and she probably gonna do this for the rest of the damn conversation. Unfortunately, the man asked you a direct question, ma'am. And here's the thing, right? You got two choices. That's what this was. Nah, he should have gave her the ultimate. You got two choices. If you want a man that's going to be monogamous, then you need to get that thing up 2 to 3 times per week. All right? If you're not willing to meet these damn demands, respectfully, don't get upset when somebody else step in and take that place, or the guy go get it somewhere else. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? Because this is the issue that I have. She's jumping in and out instead of just having a genuine conversation with her husband. Just being real. Instead of dodging the question, your husband just asked you a direct question. Answer it. Because if he's not getting the answers, like, come on, brother. He just out here floating, man.
To maintain on topic. I don't know why this question seems to escape me all the time though. But I have a question. I don't really have a.
Okay, shoot. Go ahead and shoot. We'll go
Why
with that.
don't men ask for monogamy?
Because I think it's almost like that's just how things like should be. Like that's just how things automatic. You know what I mean? Like when you're dealing with a woman versus dealing with a 304, there's just different expectations, right?
What?
If you're dealing with a woman, then a woman don't
Oh.
want to give herself to everybody. She only wants to be with that guy. And early on, right, before women start giving themselves away to all Tom, Dick, and Harry, they were virgins the night that they met. And so, it was like an obsession. The woman was just as obsessed with sex almost as much as the guy was. At least that's what I heard through the grapevine. If you talk to your uncles, your granddaddy, and all that other stuff or whatever, those women, when they were virgins, man, listen, they were ready to get out the doggone house, and they were obsessed with their husbands. They weren't out here thinking about all the rest of these other guys and stuff like that. So when it comes to pleasing their man, when it comes to taking care of the household, when it comes to doing all those things, that's automatic. Like, yo, that's just, it's in my nature to make sure that you're taken care of. So a guy naturally is not going to request something that's just automatic. Now, when you're dealing with a 304, when you're dealing with one of the hoes, right, then listen, 304s, they believe that they can behave just like men and their life gonna be gravy. It don't work like that. We have seen it time and time again. It just don't work like that. So, yeah, guys naturally aren't going to request something from a woman that he's actually taking serious. If I gotta request this from a chick, then I mean that pretty much tells me everything that I need to know about her.
Because it's already expected.
Yeah, it's an expectation. Almost, it's just natural. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, man. But when you're dealing with the two,
it's not clicking. I'm hearing you, but not that I don't. I guess I don't know.
I can give a different scenario.
Get it, but go ahead.
So, say for instance, when you're dealing with a feminine woman, there are certain things that you don't have to explain and tell her. Mm-hmm. Don't go out the house showing your titties and your ass. Women that are feminine already know that. Now, try to explain that same thing to a 304. What? What you mean? Oh, you must be insecure. You can't tell me what I can and can't not. Listen, man, we ain't even gonna do that. You a 304. I already see what it is. I'm not in the convincing business. I already know what you is, so I'm just gonna treat you as such. It's just automatic.
I'm trying to. Okay, so I'm trying to now. Okay. I get that scenario, but I'm still not. I don't know why the word monogamy isn't fitting in that blank space. Like.
Well, just look at it like this. You know how virgin women are, right? Mm-hmm. When a guy pops a girl's cherry, it's like the only thing that she can think about. She's fixated. She's just constantly thinking about that guy. Like she can't get enough. Look, I don't know about everybody else's experience, right? But when I think about, in high school, when those women lost or those girls lost their virginities to other boys, they were obsessed. They didn't see anybody else. They're not thinking about all the rest. So monogamy, being with one guy, is not even a thought that comes. Like being with another guy, hell no. I'm not interested in him. I gave myself to the person that I want to be with. I don't need this. And guys know and understand that, like, yo, bro, she only got eyes for me. Why in the world would I request something when this girl is already obsessed with me? The only person she wants. Why would I? You already giving me all of you. Why would I request it? It don't make sense. Why would I ask for something that I'm already getting and I already know this is going to remain? Nothing is gonna change. I know people down the I know y'all clicking with me. Y'all clicking with me. Y'all rocking with me, right?
I'm trying to turn it.
Okay.
I guess I'm trying to turn it on, like how he was saying, why do women request monogamy then? So I'm trying to turn it.
Women. Yeah, I mean, we know. You just explained why women request it. You explained it perfectly. I mean, what you said was, I think, spot on. Women, just like this young lady, probably seen this guy, probably attractive. A lot of women want him. You're damn right. I don't want anybody else taking or approaching or getting near what's mine. So I'm going to, I just realized, damn, I should have started recording. Son of a biscuit. I'm going to have to go back and screen record this thing. Damn.
Okay, so men don't ask because it's expected.
Mm-hmm.
Women ask because of like the working hard for it.
Yeah, and then men. I don't think men were expected to be monogamous, especially when you have, I would say, guys like this that have resources, that have money, that have power, that have influence. He's expected to have more than one woman. If you go back to the beginning of time, that's just how things work. Now, if you get you a guy that's fat, or that ain't got a lot of movement, a lot of chicks not checking for him, then yeah. But if I get, like you said, that damn nice shiny toy that everybody wants, then hey, listen. Focus. You with me? You with me? Forget all the rest of these other hoes. All right. I'm gonna give you me. I'm gonna remain monogamous, whatever. But I need you here, okay? We both are here. Oh man, that's my thoughts on it though. That's what I'm thinking. We can get into the disconnect a little bit later. You want to kind of ponder on that a little bit? Just let it play through.
Sure.
I agree. And that part I agree with. Yes, that women are typically the ones that will ask for the exclusivity. I get that. Yes. But what I'm saying is, me as a woman, I don't think that I was necessarily prepared or in the mindset to know that. It's almost like once you get into it, then you're like, oh shoot, like this is what I'm going to have to keep up with. Us speaking as 36-year-old people know that now. Had I known that at 26, I would have to contend with that. Even in the dating realm, then it might have been something I would have reevaluated.
So now let's go back to what you asked me. You said to me you never pressured me to get married.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Shift me a little bit. Slide me over. My bad, y'all. I'm up here blocking the screen. My bad.
Okay. So I noticed that in your explanations, sometimes I ain't gonna say that. So I noticed.
What's going on?
So I noticed that we use the biblical or prehistoric concept of basically men being, we're gonna just say
Yeah, we don't know what about.
Yeah, and I don't think we really mostly talk about the women in that aspect, but I do notice it more in modern, in our current societal, that most of the time the women want monogamy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing, like, where is the bridge?
Do your duty as a woman. Make sure your man is pleased, and everything will be good. That's the only thing he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was missing.
I mean, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Like she said, I didn't know that going into a relationship that I was going to have to keep doing this. The hell?
And I'm just thinking, like, how? Okay.
Oh, what do you mean? Like, what you? Okay. So after this year, we good. You know what I'm saying? We can go ahead and retire. No more sex. Nothing. Okay. All right. Sure. That don't sound like. But see, going back to what I was saying anyway, man. I do believe. Let me sit up for this one. I honestly do believe that people can change the way that they view things, right? So I have, I'm not going to say I witnessed it with my own two eyes, but I have seen situations where a woman kind of had this type of mindset, right? And, them two end up going to counseling or whatever. And then after the fact, I don't know what the counselor, I wasn't in them damn sets, so I don't know, but said something to, and it kind of helped shift her mindset with everything. And it went from this to he couldn't keep up with her. All right. And mind you, when she started pouring into him, this mofo went from making, I'm gonna say $30,000-$40,000 per year. Now he's making well over $100K. I'm not saying it's because of the sex, but I'm just saying it just came back full circle. And so, to my point that I'm trying to make is, you know, it is some people out there that look at this or look at sex as a chore, and I would love to keep an open mind that those people could change if they change their mindset behind it. But if you are dealing with a guy like this or whatever that I'm pretty sure a lot of women are approaching, you just got to know and understand, man, listen, everything in life is about give and take. All right? Choices and trade-offs. If you are blessed with this person or whatever, then, it's going to be some type of upkeep in order to keep this type of person. Now, I'm not going to say him because I still feel like this dude is still like one of those happy wife, happy life type of guys. So we'll just say some guys may be similar to a dude that's in, I don't even want to say in Hollywood because it's Hollywood now. I don't even want to say in his shoes. But I just think that more men are really starting to evaluate who they are, where they are, and I would say the overwhelming majority of men are starting to choose not to either be in relationships, not to get married, not to have children or whatever because of situations like this, guys going through stuff like this. It's just it can be a lose-lose, man.
In 2007, we were living together, right? You said you no longer wanted to live up with me and shack up with me because you wanted to be my wife, not my girlfriend.
Right, because I wanted to know where
that
the relationship was
That
going.
don't sound like pressure to you?
It sounds like me voicing where I see my life going. It sounds like me saying this is what I would like. You can decide to meet me there. If not, we can reevaluate what exactly we're doing.
Okay.
Would I call it pressure per se?
Yeah.
Not necessarily pressure.
It is pressure.
So
but you don't want to say it's pressure.
How should a woman go about?
You put those guidelines before. You don't wait until you get into the game to say, you know what? You know what? Let me see. Hold on. The game done started out. I don't want to wear number 5 anymore. Like, your name is already on the back of the jersey. What do you mean, Katie? I don't want to wear that number no more. Now, give me number 21, cuz. Give me number 21. It don't work like that. For most guys, listen, I think that this tactic will work on some men. But if you give some guys, like, ultimatums, men that really understand, like, who they are, like, come on, bro. Yeah, that ain't gonna work with all guys. She lucked up that she got a guy like that. Because most men, when they're met with like ultimatums or stuff like that, yeah, things ain't gonna go your way. It really ain't. It's guys out here that are like wolves. They will literally starve themselves to death. Like you ain't gonna do that to me. You ain't gonna give it to me like that. You ain't gonna give it to me like that. Shit. Crazy.
What about being
You might have
engaged?
felt pressure.
What about
There was
being
no pressure
engaged?
behind it.
I said
And roll eyes.
we don't gotta rush to get married. You said I don't want to be engaged longer than a year. Is that not pressure?
Brother.
That's me voicing my opinion about it.
6, 7, 5 years ago.
Sounds like pressure to me. So you say you want to be engaged, I get engaged. You say you want to be married within a year. We do that. We get married, then you make it seem like sex is a chore to your husband. Once again, I ask the question, why do women who push forth monogamy on the man they're dating then get overwhelmed with that man who tries to provide that monogamy to you? Why do you get upset when we're trying to be what you want us to be? You don't want me to be with no one else, right? Right? I'm asking. This is a serious
Right,
question.
yes, absolutely.
You don't want me to be with no one else.
Absolutely.
So if I decide that all this testosterone I have, I want to give to you, why is it so overwhelming now? This is what you asked for.
Great question. Come on.
Again,
If she dies, I'm in the stream, bro. This is crazy.
26 and 27-year-old Kadeen was like, okay, here's the natural succession of life. You graduate, you're working, you
Word,
meet somebody, you guys are dating.
All right, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. No,
You want children.
Yes.
I want children.
Yes.
We don't want to wait too long or too late to have children.
Yes.
Though now a lot of people are waiting until their 30s to have
Yes.
children.
And I understand why.
And we at that time felt like, well, we're doing everything in this natural succession that the forces that be have given us this timeline.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that too is not knowing that you have the liberty and the choice, and there shouldn't be any pressure to wait, right? So 27-year-old Kadeen in that moment felt like, okay, so we are dating for a certain amount of time. At that point, we were dating for 7 or 8 years, right? 7 or 8 years is a bit of time to be invested in somebody to not know, is there a future here? What are we doing? So at that point, I proposed to you the idea of engagement. We got engaged. Then it was like, all right, we want to have kids. I particularly didn't want to have a child until I was married. So it's like, all right, well, we were engaged. We might as well, the next phase is get married. And then naturally, girls get excited. The minute you're engaged and it's just like, oh, fiance. You know, he put a ring on it. It's like the wedding planning has to commence. Like, that's just naturally what most women do.
Answer the
Okay?
question.
So that happened. And then we ended up getting married. However,
How the hell?
I did not realize that after having children, after, you know, career changes, all of the...
Okay, so F all that word salad. Okay, so you ain't realize all that. So now we are here. 2026, well, 2025, 2021 back then, because I think this was like 5 years old. Okay, so we here now. Are you going to meet them damn knees, or are you going to let him go bust them cheeks or go bust some other chick's cheeks? Like, man, I mean, because she pissing me off. I'm just like, I'm over it. I ain't gonna sugarcoat this thing no more. Like, is it wrong?
It's not wrong. It's
Man, sounded she drug that thing out. It's not. She's not fulfilling her duties as a wife, though.
no, she's not. She's not, cause like you said, she's giving a lot of word salad. But what I was gonna say is like it's a lot of superficial. She ain't peeled back the layers of the onion yet.
This is a big onion, whatever. That's a lot of damn layers. She gonna be here for a while. She
But
thinks she cooking.
Yeah, she do think she's doing something, but she just listing off the steps. She's not really listing off what's required, like you said, what's expected.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not listing off what you need to do to maintain and keep up. And if you feel like you're falling behind, let him know. You know, y'all can have a conversation and be like, you know, get to the bottom of why you're feeling like sex is a chore now versus, you know, doing it for pleasure and procreation and just loving your husband. So if you get to the point where, you know, it's starting to feel like a chore, then there's some evaluation that y'all should do behind closed doors and not on the podcast.
Mind you, this is her duty. That's your duty. Forget all the rest. Man, listen, that's your mother-loving duty. You made a commitment to your mother-loving husband, lady. All right? Listen here, man. Listen. I don't care nothing about all that, dog. I don't care nothing about all that. Nah, that's fine. Get your damn hands off me. Listen, you made a commitment before God, before your family, his family, the entire world. I think they had like one of them big extravagant weddings, too. You done demanded all of these different things from this man. And he has given them to you. All right? Trusting, okay, if I give her this, then in return, all I want is a little bit of sex. So you telling me this man ain't gave you everything that you could possibly freaking want, but you tripping about giving a little bit of sex? It don't even take long. Little tug here, tug. Ho. Hey, all right. That's it. Shit. Catching cramps over in my back. Wait a minute, come on. It don't take long, bro. This is what I don't get. And if you know your man, it shouldn't take long. That's all I'm saying. If you know your man, in sex, you should be studying your partner, getting to know him. Okay, all right. I know this right here is gonna speed the process up a little bit. It ain't gonna take. That boy, he'll be over in the corner sucking his thumb, sleep in 5 seconds. What we doing?
Turbulences that we've been through in life, that was going to have a direct effect on my sex drive.
Oh.
That's fair.
And me not knowing that, if I knew it then, I probably would have rethought, what I was going to do when it came to marriage and monogamy.
Okay. And that is fair. And this is why I like to have this discussion, and I think we should have this discussion, because people look at us and say, oh, relationship goals, right? Marriage goals. They don't know what is being discussed behind closed doors, right? So, for example, one of the things that I have deduced through being married to you for a long period of time is this, and this is not about a woman thing. This is about me and you. I learned that you were never taught what it entails to be with someone in a monogamous relationship. The same way I was never taught that.
Right.
So what happens is that we both have expectations of what we think it's going to be like.
Of course.
And then the minute it's not like that, we start to project our issues that we have with that on each other. So you get mad at me, and I get mad at you. So the problem is not so much the reality of what happens, is that we all have this ideal of what it's supposed to be like. And I'm going to give you an example. As a man, right, from 18 to 22, we had sex routinely, like all the time.
Yes.
That was it, right? Once we moved into...
Oh, so they've been together since 18. Damn. Wait a minute. Ho. Something ain't adding up. 18 to 22, they've been having sex since... Did she lose... I'm curious now. Did she lose her virginity to him? Because if she did, I got way more questions. Because I'm thinking, no offense, I don't really speak on married people, but I'm just curious because I don't know, that to me, the nature of a virgin is completely different from somebody that has already given themselves away to somebody else. I mean, you know what? Let me shut up.
Together, and we were living together in our own house in Michigan. Sex started to slow down. This was before kids. This was before marriage. This was before you was working. This was before any stresses. Period.
Right.
This was just you. Like, sex just started to slow down.
Right.
And
but also, too, 18 to 22 was like college. It was my first time out of my parents.
Wait, hold on, wait. You said what now?
I was about to defend
What you mean defend?
Because the woman things, we're emotional. But he done said that it was before, what he said, before the marriage, before...
It was 18 to 22. After 22, that thing started slowing down. At 23?
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I at that point, when he said that, I was like, I don't know what to tell her. She's
no
saying
kids?
Because of college, moving out of her parents. It could be life-changing, but I don't know.
That's some privilege to be saying that, dog. Oh, I'm in college. I got a lot going on. Man, good night, boy.
Parents' house.
Right.
We were living in this utopia that was college life. And also, too, what was the other thing that I was going to say? So distance. We had distance.
Yes, we had distance.
So there was time for us to like miss each other and be like, oh, I
Absolutely.
can't wait to see you again. And when we do
That's
see
what
each
I was
other,
getting to.
yeah, okay.
So
Sorry.
once we started to move in together
Right.
and you see the same person every single night,
Okay.
the distance that we had when we were in college and I was traveling and we were doing different things, that distance allows time for you to kind of reboot your sex
Yes.
drive.
Yes.
For me, I don't necessarily have to reboot my sex drive. The minute I see you, I want to.
I think I hate to interrupt. Okay. What are your thoughts on that? Because I would say I think I don't know. I just don't think that matters. I don't think that. I think for some people, okay, let me be fair. I think for some people that does matter, but yeah, what are your thoughts?
Rebooting the sex drive part.
Yeah, like they were saying, yeah, I'm guessing, give her a little bit of time to recuperate or whatever, and then I guess she'll be good or whatnot, what have you. Some people are like that where they need time.
The absence make the heart fonder. So I think that part was saying when they wasn't living together.
Mhm.
And then he moved on to the part of where they were living together, and I guess she still needed that time to reboot. But
This is new to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know nothing about. Listen, I don't know nothing about that's crazy. I don't know. That's foreign as hell to me, man. Word, dog, for real. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe in my world it's completely different. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't see it.
as the female needing time to reboot or not?
Yeah, man. Look, man. If anything, I think that women are. Shit. Every 2 hours. Hold on, wait a minute now. Damn it. The headphones, I'm trying to go get a workout in. Like, on the movies when, oh man, you try to run outside or something like that and something grab the leg and you slide it back in there. Hey! Get away from me. No. I don't know, man. Maybe this is new to me.
Have sex. So when we were missing each other, it seemed normal that we had sex all the time. But then when we think about it, we really wasn't having sex all the time because we didn't see each other all the time.
Right.
Then when we moved in together and we see each other every day, every time I want to have sex, I look to you. It became overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the reason why I say that is because the conversation starts to happen was, why do men fear marriage?
Mm-hmm.
Why do men fear marriage? And I'm going to explain this so that everybody can understand this. When you're a young man, and you talk to your friends who are married about getting married, the first thing they do is say, take your time. Right? They don't ever explain why, because men aren't vocal. We don't discuss these things. We're not emotional. All they'll say is, take your time. You got time for that. You sure you want to do this? And they're like, yeah. You sure? And they're like, shit gonna change. And then you're like, what does that mean? Oh, don't worry about it. Shit gonna change. So no one really tells you as a man neither what exactly is going to change and how it's going to change and why it's changing. But I've learned over years why it's changed and how it's changed. For example, when we were in college and we were having sex a lot and I was at football practice and I used to go away games, stuff like that, we had time apart, right? Once we moved in together and we were having sex routinely, your body couldn't handle it.
Right.
Like physically
couldn't
handle it. You would get UTIs, you would get bacterial infections because it's the same pounding every day.
My bad.
So as a man, you start to realize, like, you know what, we are not just wired differently mentally. Physically, we are wired differently. She can't take everything that you want to give her all the time. But since no one tells you that, you just expect that this woman who wants me to be loyal to her, monogamous to her, is going to want to have sex every time I want to have sex. And it's not until you move in with a woman and you live with her all the time do you realize that she can't do that. You see what I'm saying? So not only are women not being taught what it's like to be in a monogamous relationship, young men are not being taught what it's like to be in a monogamous relationship. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand completely.
Nah, I don't know nothing about that, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think there's a whole bunch of gap, man. Hell no.
Because I experienced the same thing, and that's why I'm grateful for platforms like this, or just our generation of people who...
My bad. I don't know why it just bust out. Oh man. Ah man, I don't like that. No.
Do you think a lot more men are being educated about what it's like to be in marriage?
I would say that this brother's being bamboozled, man. Cause when I honestly when I think about like successfully married couples that I have spoke that was actually on my other channel. Like I literally have did like interviews, some of that stuff, we had to cut out or whatever. Man, listen. The more that you have sex with somebody, it's like they get used to it. You know what I mean? So this, being pounded or whatever every day, getting UTI. Brother, I can understand maybe early on, but he had already said we had been 18 to 22, like getting it in. And so when you move in, y'all constantly having, that's some bull, bro. That is some freaking bull crap. I have literally talked to couples in their 40s and 50s still getting it in on a regular. Still. Both man and woman happy as hell. And if you actually listen and go and speak to those women that know and understand that, listen, I'm going to make sure that my husband is good no matter what, because listen, they would say it. They got hands, they got mouth. See, listen, I talk to those women, those Southern women. They don't mind being open and being honest with you. So if this is off, then I got other things that I can use. I'm going to make sure that my husband is taken care of. I have a duty to make sure I'm not going to sit here and make excuses like this younger generation. That's what they do. They make excuses. And yeah, I just think it's all it's BS, man. It's BS. Oh, go ahead.
Well, my question was, is the men being taught?
Taught what?
What is like being in the marriage?
Yeah.
That part. Okay.
Yeah, I think that you just got to make sure that you're getting your information from the right people, which I think years ago, most of those guys would pretty much give you like happy wife, happy life, or man, the only way you would really get that type of information is if you get like a couple of beers in the guy or whatever, and y'all sitting around and there are no women in the room. But I think that those men now are starting to be a lot more vocal about marriage, what you're getting into, and everything. Times are changing. If you go and you ask, especially again the men that in Rock Hill, South Carolina, my uncles or whatever, they gonna tell you, they gonna give it to you real. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm not gonna candy coat anything. This is how it is. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. It's like if you go and you seek the information from the right people, then you're gonna get it. But you got a lot of people out there, again, just make excuses. And man, I don't want to hear that BS.
Or speaking up and speaking out and speaking to each other about these things, because then maybe people will make more educated decisions about whether or not they do want to be married or they do want to be in a monogamous relationship, or what actually is involved in that. And the crazy thing about marriage is that one of the things you always hear is like you gotta compromise, But like what happens when one party feels like they're compromising more than the other, or one person feels like they're sacrificing more than the other? Then that becomes an issue, because a lot of times we try to meet each other halfway, but you still feel like you're ended up with the short end of the stick. And it just may be too because you literally have a bigger sex drive than me. And for me, it just takes way more to get me to a point sometimes.
So what's wrong with your hand? What's wrong with your mouth? Did the dentist say anything? Like you can't? No, I'm dead. But I'm being dead serious right now. Like, bro, it's other options. You ain't always got to give up the box. Like, I mean, listen. It's women that they done came up with this idea long before you did. There are solutions, plenty of solutions that you can use when it comes time to making sure that your man is good. But again, man, this generation, bro, just make excuses about every little thing for why, and then be upset when that guy ends up stepping out, or it's time for a divorce. Somebody else get your good man. Damn it, you had your damn chance. All right, when it 18 to 22, you should have reevaluated. You should have went back to the damn drawing board and say, okay, we got to figure something out. Okay, this nigga ain't gonna be jumping up and down on me all damn night. I need to figure this out. Shit. But the information has been out there. The issue is I don't believe that. I would say people with this mindset. I don't know this young lady individually. People with this mindset, they either make excuses or they just stop at that. I'm not going to go and seek counseling, guidance from somebody that has been happily married and their husband is happy. Or, if you're not married, their partner is happy. Making sure that they look like, how in the world can we make sure that we both are good? Man, don't think about it like that, man. Selfish people in relationships just don't work, bro. It just don't.
Where
I'm gonna give y'all a situation out there.
Back to your story. It was like, damn, I know I promised him. I promised him some ass tonight.
See?
And I was like, damn, I can't not do this. But I want to go to sleep. Like, I really just want to wash my face and go to sleep. But I don't want to disappoint him. So there I felt like, you know what? Let me try to do something to genuinely get myself in the mood, or with some assistance.
So this is what she did, y'all. This is what she did, the ponytail. This is what she felt like. Now, here's another thing, too. And let's be fair. I'm willing to compromise, right?
Yes,
am I not?
You are willing to
We don't have sex every day. We don't have sex. In college, we used to have sex 2 times a day. We see each other. We was like rabbits, right? I compromise, and I even said to you, I'm not going to push for when I want to have sex. I'm going to allow you to get back in the mood, and then when you come to me to have sex, because I want the sex to be enjoyable.
Facts, but it'd be a problem when me having to reset my sex clock be longer than you expect it to be.
No, listen.
And then that'd be a problem.
Hold on, there's a study.
I was about to pull up the same quote.
Go ahead
and say it.
Pull up the same quote.
Go ahead and say it.
You can pull it up. You can pull it up.
I'm going to say it so that Val can go off. All right,
okay.
He can go
Say
off.
it.
So it's funny, we were talking about this episode on the way in, and our amazing manager, Denora, she was like, listen, here's a quote that I literally just heard in the Uber on the way here. Most men will happily have less sex for more peace.
That is
lies.
Listen, okay. The key word here is happily.
I agree.
Happily.
Can you see this nigga over here skipping down the block happy?
Because I get more sex.
Because he gets more
peace
and
less sex.
I'm just trying to envision DeVal right now with his headset and his ghetto ponytail just skipping down the block like happily.
No.
Happily because he's like, you know what? I have peace in my home and my life because I'm having less sex.
Now here's the truth though. Here's the truth. The type of peace they may be talking about is a different type of peace. You and I have a great relationship.
You know what, man? We gonna stop it right there because I got a little thing that I wanna add to. I know it's gonna take a little minute. Do you have anything else that you want to add to this nonsense? Because they starting to go all the way off the rail. Like, come on, man, come on. Adding sex to that's a part of peace, man. That's when you release all that tension and everything. What are we doing right now, man? Y'all gotta be careful who y'all listening to, bro. For real. Nah, hell no. This brother is dying inside.
Oh wow. Now you may proceed.
So I was actually on the phone with my mom yesterday. We were having a conversation, not about this guy and monogamy, but I was like, when it comes to, an average-minded man, I think that what she has presented today would fit in perfect with the average or below average man. Would be cool with not getting sex on a regular, would be okay with being pushed into getting engaged, would be pushed into getting married, which he said it, I didn't. You know, for the average guy, cool. But I don't understand why. And you know, again, I love to speak to my mom. I know she gonna be real with me. Dad is a little bit more on the raw side. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be careful about some of the information that I talk about. I'm from knowledge stuff. You know, say that. But when it comes to average guys, absolutely. I think that most of those guys will still be happy with this type of young lady doing this thing. But the issue that we continue to run into is you have women out here that want to get a man that's quote unquote the prize, that's being pursued by a lot of men. You want to lock that guy down and think that stuff like this, I'm trying to keep from cursing, stuff like this is okay. Again, getting pushed into engagement, pushed into a marriage, and then withholding sex, just skipping over duty. I'm about to get moms on this next podcast. Well, me and her were kind of like going back and forth. It was a lot of wisdom being dropped in that thing though. But I can see this working for average guys all day, every day. But why in the world do I want to go and get that nice fancy Ferrari and put 87 gas in the motherfucker? Like, it don't make any sense. The life of that vehicle is gonna go down. You wanna know why most dudes are expiring early? Exhibit A. Exhibit A. I'm telling you though.
I get it.
Because this is stressful. Like this guy, this brother, I don't know if it's still, I hope it's not still going on, but this brother is stressed. He's stressed the hell out, man. He's just like, yo, bro, I want to be monogamous. I want to be this good guy. I don't know if he plays that character in his, but it's a reason why a lot of women, look up to him and like him. I'm pretty sure he probably plays like that type of role of being a good guy or whatever. I want to be this guy, but my needs aren't being met as a man, as a husband. I sacrificed a lot. Probably had a lot of women and still got a lot of women that's checking for me right now. I'm giving up a lot, but I'm getting the short end of the stick. Like, we got to make this thing make sense. If not, I'm going to make my way downtown and go get with Becky's ass or somebody. Somebody going to, they going to do something strange. But I was having a conversation the other day at work, right? And personally, man, anytime I'm out and about, I like to keep a low profile. You know what I mean? That's why I have my headphones. If most of the time, if you see me in public, I got these headphones on, my running headphones or something, because I don't necessarily want to be bothered. I don't mind speaking. I don't mind talking to people. Of course, I get on here and run my mouth a lot. I don't mind doing it, but I know what comes along with that, right? Attention. And, now you got people calling me damn little putt and stuff, my dad's name or whatnot. People that know who my dad is. So I know, when I'm talking, sometimes, certain people can look at that as charm, right? So that's why I choose to. Anyway, so we're sitting in here where they were having a conversation about relationships. I'm fascinated, right? Because y'all know I love to hear about relationships. I love when people talk about relationships. I'm fascinated by it, man. Like how things work, how they don't work. Like I have a billion questions, but I'm just sitting in the back, just chilling or whatever. They're going around the room. Mind you, it's mostly women that's there, and it's one guy. I ain't gonna say, but yeah, one guy that's there as well. I hope those of y'all that caught that. Basically, I'm the lonely guy there. So it comes around to me. Talk, what are your thoughts on such and such relationship? Like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I gave a little spiel. So what happened in your last relationship? Oh, damn, here we go. Hot damn. We supposed to be taking data and stuff like that. Y'all want to, okay, all right. So it went from us being in one room, because I was trying to get away. I was trying to get away. So I went from let's just call it the big room, to going in the hallway to try to, get away from it. But yeah, I'm going out here. So I go out, look down or whatever at my shoe, look up, and it's like 8 women sitting there, and we'll just call it the head woman asks, so what happened in your last relationship? Like, why did you break up? And I was trying to give the quickest answer that I could. Basically, and what did I say, man? Damn. I was saying that, like, I'm boring. I can't be boring at times, because when I get into, a flow, it can be looked at as being boring, right? I also said that I'm really, really big on accountability, right? And I'm big on improvement. And I think how most men work is they will be willing to work with you, right? They'll be willing to work with you as long as they're seeing some type of progress. And if progress is being made, then it's a good chance that that guy may stay. He may help. He may, contribute or whatever to help you get to point A. But anytime it becomes stagnant or we start to go backwards, then depending on the guy, if you got an average guy, he might thug it out with you, right? If you have an above average type of guy, then it's like this. Listen, I'm trying to work with you, and I'm gonna give you an opportunity to do this, to do that, or whatever. And also respect. Respect also plays a part in it as well. And all anyway. So I'm just basically just going down the line or whatever. And I kept getting pushed back. Let's just call her from the head lady in charge or whatever. And every question that I answered, I could literally feel the energy shifting in the room. I went from being the quiet guy that just, comes in, says hey to everybody, and just goes to work, to, let's just say, 8 eyeballs looking at me like I'm a piece of meat. And that one just furious because finally seeing a man that don't mind standing 10 toes down and answering everything with confidence. So at this time, Mom's was on the floor laughing. She's just like, "Oh my God, I already know that's that putt charm." I'm like, "Nah, man, nah." I would say that I'm probably Pops times a million, because I would say I think I'm a little bit more intelligent over there. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to figuring things out a lot sooner. And so I don't want to get into everything that we were talking about, but this is why I brought up this point, right? You have, again, average guys out there that will be willing to accept certain type of things from women, and then you have guys out here that are above average that could literally go out and about and grab the attention of, not all, but grab the attention of most women, i.e. probably this brother right here could easily, after relationship, probably pull an 8, a 9, or a 10 without question. You know what I mean? Don't necessarily need a lot of money, nice car or whatever. I'm pretty sure with this brother's swag, his ability to, communicate, could easily pull a fine something, right? But you go out, this young lady goes out and gets with this guy and withhold stuff like that, stuff like sex, from this man, knowing damn well that he could easily attract, again, an 8, 9, or 10 just like that. I just don't get it, and I don't understand why something as small as sex should be, withheld when you can easily just use your hand, your mouth, or something else. I just didn't understand. Now, Moms gave me an answer, but it's rated R, and I can't can't really say what I want to say on camera. I'll probably just have to bring her in and give her a little spiel behind this. But I thought that the conversation was really, really interesting, man. And I would love to maybe even hear from y'all and let me know what are you guys' thoughts on this situation. I'm hoping this was like 5 years ago. I believe that they are actually still married, so maybe things got a little better. But I would love to hear what would y'all think that the conclusion or the answer for something like this should be. If you are, and again, we're not talking about the average guys, and we're not talking about, her being or a woman being pregnant. We're just speaking in general. If you are dealing with a guy that is a decent looking dude or whatever, he got a lot going for him, and he was in this situation, what advice would you give him? What advice would you give?
What that mean with that boy sitting there?
with the ponytail on top of his head, out here doing crazy stuff.
What advice would I give him?
Yeah, and you could also give advice to the young lady as well. Or what advice would you give to the young ladies? And then I can give a little advice to the guys. I think that'll be fair.
Well, I guess I would. I'm not sure if it's advice, but I guess it could be. But off of their conversation, though, if it's, I'm gonna just focus on them.
You're right. I didn't mean to say advice. My bad. My bad. Yeah. What would be your thoughts on this situation? My bad. Not advice. Not advice. But just yeah. What would be your thoughts on this situation?
I feel like she's not too combative, but I feel like since they are still having a conversation, that they will continue. Hopefully, the solution will be that she's doing her wifely duties. But since they are having a conversation, if they even have to bring in counseling or seek other successful marriages to just for more guidance, then I think that after this they will continue to um, have conversations and resolve the issue on why she feel like it's a chore, and she will come to what was that you had said? It was something you said. Yeah, it was a couple that you said that they went to counseling or something.
Yeah.
And like her mindset just kind of shifted, to understand that that's part of her wifely duties. If you want monogamy in your relationship, you don't want him to be with nobody else, then who is he supposed to be with? I mean, he could be with himself, but I'm sure that might.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. You can rub one out sometime. Yeah, I can understand that.
Having to do it, all the time. I'm not sure that it's all the time, but having to do so majority of the time, like you said, it can be stressful, and I feel like a man being stressed out is not really a good thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my thought. Is that I'm hoping that they're able to resolve the issue on why she feel like it's a chore. Her mindset would switch, and it would allow the man to be less stressful. And honestly, I think it would help her to be less stressful. And she also need to converse with him about what's going on, like just what's going on or what makes her feel like it's a chore, like to help him understand, and hopefully to allow for him to speak, even though he's kind of already expressing, but help her understand that these are what I need to really to provide for you.
Mhm.
If you think about it, like I don't think. All right, I'm rambling.
I mean, I respect it. I respect it. Let her cook. turn my chair around, everything. Go ahead. No.
No, because I feel like I actually had this conversation with my cousin over the holiday weekend, and in a way, it did click for me. Like I understood, I understood that there's going to be some shakiness when you feel like that you don't understand what being in a long-term or committed relationship is if you've never seen it, but you do understand that it takes molding, it takes learning, it takes compromise, it takes comprehension, and still typically from things that I've taken in mostly from a male's point of view, men don't really do it from themselves. Like a lot of things, most of the time they don't really do it from themselves, although they do take care of themselves. But at the same time, like they want to do things for a, like for a better word, worthy woman, or yeah. Anyway,
Oh, that's facts. That's
like
facts.
they do want to do things for a worthy woman, but you also have to want to do things for the man that you found to be worthy. So you have to like, it's a puzzle. Like you can't try to, it won't work if it don't fit, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, me and her was having a conversation. I was like, yeah, like if a woman do her job, which is take care of her man in the ways that he wants to be taken care of, then the man will take care of her in the ways that she wants to be taken care of.
Absolutely, 1,000%, man. I think I would say that's both men and women's like natural state. Naturally want to like pour into other people, and women, of course, like you were saying or whatever, they're gonna definitely be the beneficiary of that man's greatness. It's like the more you put into the bank, the more you can withdraw. But if you don't deposit anything into that mug, don't go out there trying to damn overdraft, man. 'Cause them overdraft fees high as hell, boy, for real.
Speaking like the money, how much money does it take to make you happy?
Oh yeah.
So the more happiness you give to your man, or the more happiness you give to your woman, then you're happy. Everybody's happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot more fulfilling, man, when you start to look at things that way. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying earlier. Being with someone, you got to get out of being selfish, right? And I'm not saying that you can't have like your selfish moments. Take care of you first, for sure. Make sure you good. Make sure your health is good. You got things that you need to do. I'm not saying don't eat for damn 3 days or whatever to make sure. No, I'm not saying that. Like just make sure you're taking care of your needs, and be selfish in that part. But everything else, man, you can be at least a little bit of selfless. I think that was actually one of the things that I talked to my mom about. One thing that she taught us growing up is, look out for other people. Look out for your brothers. Look out for your sisters. Empathy, something that I believe that a lot of people are lacking in this day and age, man. Like, is that awareness. Pay close attention. If somebody, like, their body language is gonna tell them everything. Like, hey, yo, you good? Like, you straight over there. You got some people out there that are brushes out there. I'm good. Stop lying to me, man. Damn it, if I ask you, is you okay? You need to tell me, like, no. But no, man, I think this was a really, really great video. Dope podcast, man. You got two people on here, and I got to commend them for being as transparent as they were, because, he even said it, or they even said it, that people look at them as couple goals, and I guarantee they never thought that, they had this type of issue that popped up in their relationship. And I'm gonna continue to say it, fellas. Listen, man, just be careful. Just be careful, man. I feel like to me, sex You know what I'm saying? Especially when you start thinking about like long term, spend the rest of your life with somebody. I think that is definitely essential. Now, I'm not saying that, some days you can't give her a break. You know, Speaking to those men, especially men that are in fitness, you know, guys like we got a high sex drive. You know what I mean? And yeah, you gonna have to give her a damn break. Ain't no way in the world nobody gonna be taking that damn thing 2 days. I mean, 2 times per day, man. You trying to put somebody in the damn hospital. I understand that. There are gonna be some days that you can look out for yourself, but still at the end of the day, man. Hopefully, you got somebody that is looking to make sure that you're gonna be good. If you don't, reconsider, man. Just reconsider. Think about it, man. Think about it. Think about it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I believe this is actually gonna be the last video of the year. So I'll see you guys in 2026. Peace. Now it is gonna be the pre-recorded one, like not the live stream, but y'all get what I'm saying.